It's August 16th, 2025, and today is the day of one of my favorite festivals all year round here in Japan. This is Funeko Nagashi, the Dragon Boat Festival of Morioka. Obon is the holiday that often gets compared to the Day of the Dead in Japan. In a lot of areas, it's around August 14th, 15th, and 16th, with this August 16th being the last day of Obon, thus called the sending back, or Okuribon, because what happens during Obon is that the ancestors of the recently deceased are said to come back and visit for a few days, when the veil between this world and the other is at its thinnest, and then return on this August 16th back to the other world. And so what we're doing is sending them back in grand style in a burning dragon boat. Written on the dragon boat are the Buddhist names, kaimyo in Japanese, of people that have died in this neighborhood. These are not the names that anyone knows them would recognize. This is the name that is given by a Buddhist monk after death, as the belief is that in your next life you go to the Pure Land where you study at the foot of the Buddha and achieve enlightenment during your next lifetime. One of the earliest videos that I made was actually about this festival back in 2019, and it has always been one of my favorite festivals. It's so dramatic. It's only 2:20, and like a lot of festivals in Japan, there's a lot of waiting around, and so I've already changed into the fundoshi, which you can see these guys over here are wearing a fundoshi. It's this sort of red loincloth. I have mine on as well, but I'm wearing a shirt because I want to avoid getting sunburned. To make sure that it doesn't come off, they've got it on really tight, and it feels pretty uncomfortable in your butt, to be honest. It's like pulled up tight, you know? But it's like this. This is my group. We're doing this together. Doesn't quite fit on the truck. We are now marching towards the river, which we are close to. We've got the boat safely on a truck, and things are about to get started. It's 3:45 when the festivities begin. After 10 minutes walking behind the truck to the river, we carry the boat again to where we will launch it from. We've made it to the actual site of the festival. As you can see, there's a lot of other boats around here. Tons of other people. There's 12 boats in total. Each neighborhood association or group designs their own boat. Each of them are a little different, you can see. But they all share the commonality of being loaded down with fireworks and having the Buddhist posthumous names of the people on the boat. Then there is another Buddhist ritual. Monks, including my friend Bunsei-san, you can see on the right there, chant the Heart Sutra and some other texts. And then we begin. We were the fifth, so we didn't have to wait too long before it was time to go. Off we go. We're going to start carrying this boat. Let's do it. In the river now. It was a hot day, and it felt so good to get into the water. After we get the boat sorted, we will pull off ropes and all get to a safe distance because it's going to be time to light it up. Here we are in the river. Kind of fun. Nice and cool now. Got to hold it steady so it goes straight down the river, and at the right timing, at the right pace that we want, there it goes. Oh. There are bottle rockets firing straight up that you can hardly see here. wow, that was hot. Even at this distance, I had to keep ducking my head under the water. I was afraid of getting my eyebrows singed. In the end, I didn't, but it was pretty hot. Of course, we gotta maintain tension on the ropes to keep it steady, keep it from turning on its side or floating off course. That is one bonfire. Let's take a little journey back in time while we watch it burn. This festival is said to originate about 300 years ago, when a princess of the Nanbu clan was carrying out a rite to ease the spirits, the hungry ghosts, in what's called a kawasegaki, basically loading food and other things onto a boat and sending it down the river. I prefer, however, the slightly darker version, which makes the festival a little over 200 years old. According to this other theory, in 1815, a great flood made this river, the Kitakami, swell. And right at this point here, there was a floating bridge of boats lashed together. And a number of courtesans was crossing the river here, and they were washed away by this great flood and drowned.
This has been fantastic. This is so great to be in the water here. Fire's all gone. It doesn't get much better than this. I think you could probably even participate in this festival even if you were just visiting. So you've got to come check out Funeko Nagashi in Morioka. This is wild.
And right around that time, in the 1810s, there was a legal red light district here in Morioka. And because a number of these prostitutes lost their lives during that, they had a ritual in the river to ease their spirits. And that is said to be the true origin of this festival, though they don't say that in the announcements. In any case, it's about easing the spirits of the dead.
This is pretty fantastic. Of the festivals you can participate in Japan, this has got to be one of the best. Seriously. This festival was even more fun than I had visualized. Being in the water on a hot summer day was fantastic, and it was really hot. It was a lot hotter than I would have visualized with that huge bonfire right on the edge of it. But yeah, you just duck your head underwater anytime you want, so it was fantastic. Next time, yeah, I think I want to do it again next year. So we're heading back to change and take a shower and drink. There's something called a naorai in Japan. It's sort of the after festival drinking party. So we're gonna do that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the trails.